You are listening to the Repeat Digital podcast, where the Repeat Digital team talks all about online marketing. Sit back and enjoy. Hello and welcome to the Repeat Digital podcast with me, Ollie Fisher.
And me, Molly Sneath. If you want to know a little bit more about Repeat Digital and what we do, please go and check out our website at repeatdigital.com.
Anyway, today we're talking about what we think clients want in a PPC agency. So at Repeat Digital, we're always looking for ways to stand out so potential clients choose us.
I really think communication is a key factor when sort of presenting ourselves to potential clients, because a lot of times in the past we've had clients come to us and say, we chose you because we don't like talking to X, Y and Z people. They just like to communicate with one individual person because then they can build on that relationship rather than, I think one of our clients said she doesn't like talking to a big faceless company.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, so a lot of bigger companies, they're more concerned about the numbers. So they're not really putting too much care into their client contacts.
Definitely.
And sort of like the relationship. Whereas we really prioritise that because it's so important.
We want to get to know them as well as work for them.
Don't get me wrong, we do have some clients that don't communicate back to us. We always make an effort.
Yeah, we still put in the effort though, that's what matters.
Yeah, and if we didn't put in the effort and then they left and said we had lack of communication, then it would be our fault, even though they didn't talk to us. But yeah, so communication is key.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we've also got things like pricing.
Yeah.
Being competitive.
That's a big one, yeah.
Yeah. It's a difficult one as well to decide what your pricing is. I guess generally when you start off, your pricing's a lot lower than what it gets up to after you've been going a while.
And you want to make sure you're in line with competitors as well, because you don't want to be so cheap that you're not actually getting what you deserve, but also you don't want to be so expensive that people just don't even bother looking into you.
Yeah, and I think it can work both ways actually. If you're too cheap, then clients are like, oh my god, they must be
a
really
bad
rubbish.
service, yeah.
But if you're too expensive, then it's the other way. And I guess it depends on our other point actually about the size of the actual client. Because I think you were saying about bigger clients being normally on the lookout for bigger agencies to run their accounts.
I think a larger agency, they look for a bigger team, so they're going to look for a bigger company whose prices probably are higher than ours. But smaller companies, they want that face-to-face interaction so that they know that the money they're spending, which is potentially all the money they have, is going to be actually beneficial for them.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I guess there's bigger companies want a bigger agency because there's more people in that agency. Yeah,
more people to manage their account, I guess.
But it's not always the case though, because obviously if you go with a bigger agency, they're still only going to put a few of their team members on your account. They'd
probably look into your company. If you went to them, they're a big company, but you're a small company, they'd probably look at it like, oh, they don't need many hours, let's just put one person on it to do 5 hours a month. Yeah. So you're still paying the big prices, but you're probably getting less hours than you would if you came to a smaller agency like us in the first place.
Yeah, no, exactly. Unless you're an absolutely massive international brand. But no, that's a really good point. Cool. And then what else is there? There's sort of like the USPs. Yeah,
I think it's important because there's so many digital agencies out there now, especially in Nottingham alone. You need to have your USPs. So like with us, we don't have the fixed contracts. It's just rolling monthly, so that if someone isn't happy or it's not working for whatever reason, they're not then tied in to another 6 months. Yeah,
that's crazy. Like some companies even do 12-month contracts, and if it doesn't work for whatever reason, because there's always a chance it might not work, you don't want to lock them in. I think I said this in the last podcast. I need to stop saying this.
You've got to reiterate USPs.
Yes, we love our USPs. That's what makes us stand out.
Exactly. And I think our ability to be quite flexible in the way we are with different clients. Like some clients will have a joke about, like the client we had in earlier, lots of laughs, 2-hour meeting, and it was just really chilled out. But that's the way the client likes it. Whereas others, you need to be a bit more formal anyway, and we can sort of adapt to behave in a certain way depending on how the client is. And I think that's really important.
Yeah. Shout out to Danny at Hemel Health. Hi, Danny. Hope you're listening. Yeah. No, we do like to have a lot of fun here, but still get results.
Definitely.
Cam's taking a picture of us.
Oh, quick, say cheese. I feel like a radio host.
We are. Cool. Yeah, so one thing we're working on quite a lot lately is case studies.
Yes.
Because obviously clients, one of the big things they want to see is past results and sort of your history of great sort of like
it's
metrics
sort of like
you've
a
delivered.
portfolio of evidence, really, isn't it? To say, we can do a good job. Promise.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, so it's really important to build up different case studies in different areas of what you do, and different sort of, what sort of service? No, not services, different industries.
Yeah, I think it's good because we have such a wide range of clients, then our case studies can sort of tailor to almost any business. So anyone that comes on our website can look through the case studies and find one that is potentially exactly what they're wanting.
Yeah.
So they can see, oh yeah, so Google Ads will work for me because they've done it before.
Yeah, no, that's why we're doing them. Cool. What's another thing?
I think not many people would think about it, but I think location is quite important. I mean, it can't always be helped, but especially for smaller companies, they're going to look for someone in the local area because they're going to appreciate the face-to-face time, especially if they don't understand Google Ads and paid search as a whole. They're going to want someone to sort of reassure them that it's going to work, rather than anyone can type out an email and say, yeah, it's going to work.
Yeah, I guess that
but you need that, I don't know, I feel like they appreciate the face-to-face meetings more.
Well, it's sort of like what you mentioned earlier about the faceless company.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If you just go online and find a big company sort of like in a different area, you're just going to be emailing them, potentially on the phone with them. That's still a little bit less personal. Yeah. Well, there's a lot less personal.
It's almost too detached.
Yeah. You need to feel that empathy. You need to feel that emotion. Oh, I love emotion. It's great.
And you can have more jokes face to face as well.
Yes.
You can't. It's very dangerous to joke over email.
Yeah.
It could go very wrong.
Yeah, I like to. One thing I like to do is I always like to suss the client out and see how sort of jokey they are before I make my jokes.
Definitely.
Most of the
time.
Yeah,
you need to be careful with your jokes.
Yeah, they are. They are a bit strange.
A bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people appreciate coming in and us going to them as well, just for the human interaction.
Yeah, and most of our clients are local, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've got a few random ones. Yeah. Like, where is it? Carlisle?
Carlisle and London.
Oh, God, they're British. We do go to London because the transport links are great, but Carlisle, I don't know if I want to go there.
It's a bit far.
Yeah. Sorry to that client. Online presence.
Oh, that's a huge one. If you're looking for a digital agency and they're not on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, if I was looking for a digital agency, I wouldn't go for someone that I couldn't see was active online, because it's what they supposedly specialise in.
Yeah, I know. We don't drive direct sales from social media.
No.
But it's so essential because companies that hear of us and potentially want to work with us, they're going to check us out on social media just to make sure we're the real deal and we know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's so important. Just any channel, I guess. The funny thing with us is because we're a PPC agency, we don't do PPC. Well, we do actually. We do a little bit. We don't spend too much on it because it's like £20 a click for like PPC agency. Maybe a bit less, maybe 10 to 20. We do remarketing though for ourselves, and that works really well. But our SEO is probably one of our best things. So I think a lot of people Google like PPC agency, they see we're on the first page and they're like, oh, they must be great at PPC. But they don't actually know it's SEO. But yeah, that's why
that works in our favour though.
It does, but then we educate them.
Yes, exactly.
So then they know the difference, which is great.
I also, as another point, I think it's really important to be upfront and honest with a client. So when we're doing a proposal, if we find, oh, actually, I don't think this is going to work with Google Ads for them, we then tell them that. We're not going to just do it anyway and hope for the best, because that's wasting our time and their money.
Yeah. And then there's also the fact that it can damage our own reputation. And that's kind of like the most important thing to us. If we lose reputation, we lose future clients, and it's not sustainable. And if we get bad reviews.
You hate a bad review, don't you?
A bad review would ruin my life.
You're so scared of getting one.
We got a fake one the other day, actually. I don't know if I told you. It was a 3-star. They had no comment on it.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, well, we don't know the person. And I looked on their review profile, and they've done 3-star for everyone in the area. So I think it's like an automated one or just a fake one. I've complained to Google, so hopefully it'll get removed soon. But no, bad reviews, no way. No way.
So yeah, we hope that sheds some light onto what we think a client or potential client looks for in a digital marketing agency. Yeah.
And we're constantly working towards it to make ourselves more attractive to potential clients. Cool. Thanks so much for listening.
Yeah.
See you next time.
See ya.